After today's dose of tech, stay tuned for an incredible call for my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show, and this is a conversation you're not going to want to miss. Do you want to keep pictures of your children off social media? Here's how to tell your friends and family without sounding preachy. I'm Kim Komando for Oracle. You can cut your current cloud bill in half if you move to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. See if your company qualifies at oracle.com/Kim. You're totally justified in keeping your kids' faces off the web. A 27-year-old grad student was just caught using pics of real kids to make AI child porn by request. Horrifying. Since it's on their platforms, big tech is also using your kids' photos to train their AI models. As a parent, tell people before a get-together to keep your kids' photos private. Talk about how it's about you and your kids, not them. Most folks mean well, so share your reasoning with them. Do it privately, one-on-one in an email or text, and don't blast it out in a group message. If the photo's already posted, stay calm. Text a link to the post and ask them to take it down. Don't comment on the post. That feels like a call-out. 600,000 people wake up with my newsletter every day. Sign up at getkim.com. Hey there, tech lovers and wannabes. Want to stay ahead of the game? You've got to check out my YouTube channel. It's amazing. So many people are loving my new and improved channel. For starters, we've got fresh how-to videos every week, like how to block those super annoying political text messages, let important calls through even in Do Not Disturb mode, and oh boy, watch out for sneaky QR codes that can actually brick your phone. It doesn't stop there. Join me for Kim Komando Today, a fun podcast where we break down the latest tech news and trends. It's like talking tech with a friend, minus all the boring stuff. You'll get the latest tips and tricks to keep you in the know and have a little fun while doing it. Plus, who doesn't love being the tech-savvy one in the crowd? So head to youtube.com/Kim Komando, hit subscribe, and make sure you never miss a new video or podcast. That's youtube.com/Kim Komando. And when you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's youtube.com/Kim Komando, with a K, of course. And I'll see you on the video. Here's an outstanding call for my weekend show. You're going to love it. Of course, my weekend show is called The Kim Komando Show. I know, some things in tech really make sense. Russell in Independence, Iowa. Hello there, Russell.
Hi, Kim. I'm glad to talk to you.
Oh, my pleasure.
I listen to you out here in Iowa on Saturday mornings for the 3 hours a day.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Thank you.
And that's that. But I'm not anywhere close to being a computer whiz. And my wife did all the computer stuff, and she passed away in April.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I've got all the trinkets and gadgets and the glass works and stuff that she collected over the 35 years that we were married. And I've been told that I should go to like a silent auction or do something like that on the internet and have it set up like a PayPal account. And I don't know if that's the best way to go to get rid of some of her stuff or not.
Well, you know, Russell, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. Probably the easiest and the best way, and the way that most people are doing, is that they're using eBay, because eBay allows you to set a fixed price, or you can auction off an item. And you'll see that many figurines, whether it's anything from Yadro to Precious Moments to Hummels, whatever somebody may be collecting, is that you can actually see what they're selling for, and then you can set up kind of like your own shop, because it sounds like you have a lot of stuff, right? And,
I got lots of stuff.
And the good news is that eBay offers a lot of tutorials about how to do this. And so you can, you have to take pictures, you have to describe it, you have to talk about what kind of condition it is, and you always want to, be totally honest, because what happens is that, people are going to rate you, and we don't want you to get bad ratings. And it's very time consuming. I don't want you to think this is something that you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is going to be really, good and done. The thing that you don't want to do is just head over to Craigslist, because I don't want you to get ripped off. And there's a lot of scams and things that are going on there. There are a couple of other websites that you might want to look at for valuation purposes, because the values on eBay tend to be a little bit lower. One is called Ruby Lane. And you might want to actually list some products over there as well. You have to have at least 10 items posted at all times. The items have to be at least 20 years old and $5 or more, so they put some requirements on that. And then there's also something called the TIAS. It's stands for the Internet Antique Store. And so you can probably get some valuations for some of the things along the way on those particular sites as well. So the bottom line here is that a couple of steps. You want to, number one, do a complete inventory of everything that you have. We've got some links to some inventory collectible software on the website. And matter of fact, let me put a list of those together for you as well. And then after you do the collectibles, sometimes these will actually even go out onto eBay and tell you what it's worth. So you have some type of format of what exactly this collection is that you have. And then you can see what the value is, what you're willing to take for it. You set up your store on eBay, you set up a PayPal account, and then, as I mentioned, you become a really diligent seller because it's really easy for somebody to leave bad ratings. Very often people leave great ratings. And then, of course, those other websites that I mentioned, Ruby Lane and the Internet Antique Store. And we'll post links to these all over at Komando.com and inside the Q&A forum inside the community. And Russell, thank you so much for your call today. And also for listening every single weekend. Really, really means a lot because without the local support of our radio stations is that, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And so we really appreciate each and every one of you that have become regular listeners over the years. And it's always a good idea to reach out to your local radio station and just say, hey, thanks for airing the Kim Komando Show, because these program directors, they've got a lot of different options when it comes to deciding what programs they're going to be putting on their airwaves. And when they hear from good people like you that you appreciate the programming, especially the Kim Komando Show, it can really make a difference. Thanks a ton for listening. Now, if you have questions, comments, or just a digital dilemma, find your way to Komando.com and hit that email Kim link. I treat each email like it's a VIP guest at a tech expo. Now, you can turn tech chaos into clarity. How? Well, get my free daily newsletter over at GetKim.com.